Good morning, Namaskar. This is Suraj Singh, professional engineer in Bharat. I am continuing my deliberations with you regarding civil engineering building practice. I have already completed 8 discussions. I think you have got good share of that. Now, it's a 8th one. I think it will be the last one, probably, if I don't get any other material. Let us discuss now about this. I'll take you to the book again. And here it is. This is model of a car park, multi-level car park. This is a typical one for various complexes. The only difference is depending upon the number of the apartments in each complex, level shall be raised or lowered. Let us see. This is the shape of the car park in plan, and this portion accommodates the parking space at every floor, while this portion and this portion are meant for the ingress and exit. You can say in and exit. This is the ascending arrangement, while this is manual entry here. The main purpose of showing this is not architectural actually, because I have already shown architectural arrangement in other details. The purpose here is to depict to you about the structural arrangement that is probably possible for columns and beams and slabs. You can see the arrangements here. I'll reflect you an arrangement of in a longitudinal direction. You can see this parallel columns. These are all columns and these are all beams. These columns arrangements here, you can say it is continuous, but there is one movement joint after few meters to meet the requirements of expansion of the building. This is all here. There shall be foundations, deep foundations for this. I'll prefer beam foundations, though it depends upon the type of the soil that we meet or where the building is located. But preferably, deep beam foundations shall be recommended for sandy soils or where the bearing capacity is 15 tons or 20 tons or more. Or rafts could also be made possible. You can see this is the elevation of structure, while this is the elevation of real portion of car park. Real portion of car park, and this is another elevation, while this is the front elevation of the other portion. It is entry or exit, you can say, depending upon where the car park is located, according to Indian traffic style or US traffic style, because both are reverse in direction. We have to drive on the left side road in India, in Bharat, while in US or in other US-based traffic law countries, international traffic countries, we have to drive on the right side, keeping the steering on the left, while in Bharat the steering is always on the right side. So, this is the arrangement of a structure. This is the structure here. Once again you can see. So this building will be repeated in all the complexes. That's why I am showing it second time. You can see I just lay flat on this. You may say it is more close. You can say it's more close. And this is the building line. This is the building line. This is the building line. And this is the car park. After this, you see, it's very easy. All arrangements of washing, etc., would be provided at every floor. And this portion is the ramps. It is all ramp portion. This is the stair portion for coming out of lifts and stairs both. This is the lift, stair, this is the lift. Now we'll go to another building that is meant for a school in every complex. Simple school. This is the E-shaped school. E-shaped school, you see it is clear from the school model. This is E-shaped, and structurally it is shown. You can see the structural columns and beams as well as window openings. This is in all E-shape. Ramps have been provided, and this is the top stair cover. Another cover is here. This is E-shaped school for every complex. This is walkway. This is entry ramp. This is entry ramp. These are small ramps for going up, and these are all walkway around the building. It's all ramps. Walkway around the building. And after this, let's go to another building that is, you may say, a shopping center, also shaped E, just to keep the rhythm in any complex simple. It has been designed in the same pattern, but uses are different. You see this ramp and machines area, stairs area, structural arrangements, same column, slabs and beams. Though I have shown beams, probably structural engineer may not like beams. In that case, flat roof, flat slabs could be provided. And you can see this is the road. This is the road here. After this, we should go to another one, that is another building, U-shaped building. This can be used for any purpose, though for us it is for medical purpose, medical nursing home for a complex. When you see closer, you can see the structures and ramps. The structures again, same style. Structures again, columns, beams, or if no beams, flat slabs. Even in flat slabs, peripheral beams will be required for the purpose of making the elevation. These are the shear covers. While there is a walkway around, walkway and ramp integrated together, which is your medical nursing home, local medical nursing home. And then we shall like to give a security building or police building in each complex, integrated plan. And this is a small police post. It is a police station, local police station of single story for the purpose of providing security to the residents of the complex. This is also typical, and one is meant for each complex. You can see this is a very simple building. Depending upon the size of the complex, how many posts should be there? Well, I think one would suffice everywhere. It is not like a big post. It is a SI-based post, means where a junior officer can look after that. No need of even SHO. The ordinary sub-inspector can be in charge of this. Let's go to another one that could be called a community center, a community hall in a complex. This is varying shape. You see a rectangle and then a rectangle and then a rectangle and rectangle like this. Means it's a different type of shape so that it looks nice. You can see the shape. It's the shape. And structure you can see. This is the structure. Structural details, structural arrangements in isometric form. You can see already modeling it is on the paper, isometric, and walkways around the whole area. And this is also one sufficient for one complex, not for a very small complex. Means considerable size complex where you find considerable number of levels and considerable number of flats. This can be used. This is a hall, single story. Height is double height hall. It can be used very comfortably for marriages, for parties, for ceremonies, for conferences, for society meetings and wedding purposes, and can be rented as well regularly to earn money. This is what is about the hall. Now I intend to take you to another one, that is a apartment block. It's H-shaped actually, not pure H-shape but H in design form. Is the shape. The shape. This is a shape. All structure is shown accordingly as shown for other buildings. Multi-level residential unit with framing, multi-level framing, calculation of which could be done by the structural engineers using various calculation softwares, design softwares, structural design softwares. But this is an vision, a schematic arrangement. This is necessity for any structural design engineer, and just to know how it would look prior to same walkways around the building. This is the walkway around the building. After this, another building. You can see what shape it is. If you see this way, you'll find the shape. This is the shape actually. Shape is 9, digit 9. Shape is digit 9. Well designed, well dimensioned, according to considerations. And on top, there is a staircase cover, shafts, you can see ducts, sanitary ducts, and structural arrangements. This is a stair, while these are ducts here. Again, these are the stairs, stairs and stairs and stairs. Typical arrangements of structure. Walkways. Typical arrangement of structures here. Here also the same. There's some fitting here, but just close it. Take a closer look. continuous columns same way, and this is the walkway. This is 9. Similarly, move on to 8. This is 8. Your friend 8. 8. You see smaller portion on the top side, while bigger portion on the bottom one. That is the internal structural architecture. Stairs, covers. You see this is the same arrangements as was done before. Same arrangement. Same type of arrangement. This is 8. Now moving to 7. This is 7, simple 7, soft 7, lucky 7. Similar arrangements on this as well. Structural arrangements in line with the other buildings, but according to shape profile. There, 7. There's 6. There's 6. There's 6. So this is 6. 6. You can see the structure here. The structural arrangement of 6. Looking at the closer, viewing at the close, we'll find typical arrangement. And walkways around. While going on to number 5, same arrangement of stair covers. This is structural arrangement of one side, or other side, other side, other side, and here it is. Number 5. Then let's go to number 4. It's a little faded, but even visible. Number 4. This is number 4 here, and same structural arrangements. Similar structural arrangements. Number 4. It's very complex again. This is Pundra, P-U-N-D-R-A, 15 August AUGUST, and this is the complex. 1 August. This is same building as I showed to you there. This is another building. This is swimming pool. This is pool. These are other buildings. This is 1 August. It's not very clear in this design. And let's go to the structural building, framing design. Just the location of frames, how the frames look like. See how the frames look like. This is the bottom portion. Let us see how it looks like first. It looks like this. This is the bottom portion. You can see lower portion of the building, a few stories only. And there is a tower portion of this. This is the tower portion. This is the tower portion. This is the location of the frames only. Another one, the box type structure. The location of frames, structural frames. You can see these are the frames. How complicated these look. How complicated you see these are being visible in arrangement. Just like a mesh, but a genius can understand these buildings. Then another structural arrangement of small building. Complexity of frames locations. Complexity of frames location is a part of analysis. Modeling, which is done nowadays by computers. And this is another one. So these are two at the same time, but I'm showing you first this one. See the complexity. And I'm taking another building, stepped building, and vertically stepped from both sides. In the front is a step building, stepping model. Locations of frames with stepping models. And later on, I'll take you now first to another one. This is another building, ordinary building. Analysis of frames, locations of frames. See the frames, how they are looking. After this, I'll take you another drawing on the computer. While this is another building, just have a look. Showed you before as well. As before, you have seen this. Now I'll take you to another one. This is on the computer itself. You can see this is a different. These are different plans of the building. Any building, you can say this is a particular building, and I'll now center on your structural detailing. You can say this is a detail of the structure. See how this steel looks. I'll show you that. You can see the mesh. How the meshes look. Is looking. How it looks. These are all meshes of slab. Steel mesh means the provision of rebars, reinforcement steel. How should it look in other drawings? This is the foundation. You can see how it looks in foundations. Let us see the plan of foundations first. It's a plan. And how it looks. You can see yourself. The column. There's a column here. Let's see how it looks. I'll just move it and you will know how it goes like. You can see this how it goes. It's moving. It's moving like this. I'll show another direction. All rings and longitudinal bars. Another column now. Again, rings and longitudinal bars and another column now. Rings and longitudinal bars. Another column now. Rings and longitudinal bars. And another column now. I'll take you to other direction. You can see same beams, rings. Let us go to the other direction now. Before this, I'll show you. Okay, this other direction. You can see other beams as well. Rings and longitudinal bars. They are shown by the lines. This is what it is about foundations. In certain buildings, I call it beams, frames. We'll go to the other one. Let me go to the other one. You see, this is the cross one. This is the foundation detail. This is the foundation detail. Foundation detail. Steels are shown, rings are shown. And this is the base. This is the beam, actually beam base. And this is the beam. Steel is shown. While you can see the frames now. Various frames. In any building, this is a one columns and beam frames. And here I'll show you details of rebars. You can see how it works. So beam, rebars, so frame, column, तुझे नहीं कह रहा, column, column, another one, another one, beam, this is beam, and this is column, this is column, this column, this column, this column, this column, and you will see many columns here. Many frames here. One, depending on the number of frames provided, all details are to be shown. This is a frame where a staircase is passing through. This is also another frame accommodating a staircase. This is another one accommodating the staircase. This is about the structural minor details, as major details have been shown, like these framings, steel detailings, rebar detailings, everywhere. And these were different frames, structural frames. These are all structural frames. These are all structural frames. Structural frames. All structural frames. All structural frames here. Structural frames here. And all types of frames are shown. If you can see this drawing, you will find various details: architectural, structural, services, elevations, landscapes, set site layouts, and design decorations. These are all very important from civil engineering building practice viewpoints, without which buildings cannot be produced or constructed. As we said before, it's very important to know to produce these, otherwise it's almost impossible to make any building. I'll take a little closer. The decoration of landscape as well, additional landscape. This is like a garden, possibly a garden. You can see these circles which are indicating shivlings or any decorations. This is a possible garden, big garden in front of a building. The purpose of these frames that I have shown is that engineer or architect has a duty. They have a duty to produce a building which is very good in structures, very good in structural designs, and that can produce a very good economical structure. Economical in the sense, economy of stresses, economy of material quantity, economy money-wise, budget-wise. All these points are required. Building should be safe in its use, and it should serve the purpose, intended purpose for which it has been